The workshop has some really impressive creations, and in this video I'm going to be checking out some of the best ones, and I'm going to be saving the best to last, so you're going to want to stick around. So first up we have this one, which I don't know how to pronounce that. I have some tracks in this world, but I don't know if they're the right size. I do have another world that I can go to if they're not, so let's find out. Aren't there meant to be wheels? Oh, here they are. Okay, I got very confused for a second. Right, let's see how it fits. It's so laggy, oh my god, holy cow. Wait, what? Does it say anything about physics here? Okay, I don't see anything about what physics it should run at, but I'm assuming it's not advanced. So I'm going to turn this to smart, maybe that'll help. Nope, it does not. Okay, right, we'll go to simple 8 then. This should do the trick. Okay, it's slightly more bearable. Yeah, initially I was thinking why there weren't more carts, and now I understand why there's only one. Okay, so as for entering, I see a okay, that's a seat. Oh my god, does it not have? The door should open, right? No, I don't see any bearings. Okay, I guess you just get in through that. Right. As for general aesthetics, I mean, it is very detailed. You can see the work that's gone into this. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I don't see much of a reason to have done it with the glitch welding, since the wedges can actually be placed inside of each other, if you know what I mean. For example, I can actually place a wedge like this and then place another wedge like this just there, so I can actually place them in the same spot, so there's no need to glitch weld like that. So that's a bit confusing, but it still looks good. I love this line down the center, just adds a nice little touch to the otherwise bland floor. I'm assuming this is the bathroom, and I don't think the door opens. Is there even anything in here? Yes, there is. There's buttons, so the door has to open somehow, right? No, never mind, they don't connect to anything. I guess it just doesn't open then. That's interesting. I don't know why they detailed the bathroom if it doesn't open, but that's fine. Right, and then here we have the driver's area, which looks absolutely amazing. If only I could actually get... oh, here we go. Alright, let's take a look at this. Wow, this is really nice. Okay, before I proceed any... oh dear, that's actually quite well thought out, isn't it? Anyway, before I proceed, let's take a look at the back. See if there's anything different. No, not that I can tell. Okay, right. As you can see, I have slightly... wait, hold on. How do I get out? That's a good question, isn't it? That doesn't do anything. How do I... guys... I might be stuck in here unless I'm missing some... oh, there we go. Wait, what on earth is that? Wait, what is that for? Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, I have completely screwed up the tracks here, so I'm not going to be able to go around in a corner, and to be honest, I'm still not completely positive if this is even the right sized track that it's designed for, and hence why it's so laggy, because otherwise, I mean, there's very few moving parts in the whole thing, right? Like the doors don't even open, the toilet doesn't have doors. I don't know why it's so laggy, so it's a bit odd, but I don't know, we'll find out when we start driving. So I'll go in this direction because, like I said, the track's a bit broken there. Right, let's press number 1. It starts the engines and turn the lights on. Wow, that's some really nice lighting, I can't lie. Number 2 turns on more lights. And more lights. Okay, cool. Let's keep it on high beams. Number 3 is the horn. Okay, very nice. Number 4 is that light, which I guess is a display for where the train is headed next, but Scrap Mechanic doesn't really have displays, so I guess that's the best we've got. And number 5 is the wiper, so I'm assuming it's WASD. Well, not AD obviously, but you know. Are those thrusters? Those are in fact thrusters. Why are we not... oh, I have to tap the button? Hold on, okay, let me just head out for a second and try and find out what exactly we're meant to do. Okay, I think this is it. I'm facing right into a turn, which isn't ideal, but that's fine. Right. It's going faster than a snail's pace. That's a good sign, isn't it? Right, well, it can corner at... wow, it's actually picking up some pace. Holy cow. Wow, this thing is fast. And the frame rate is... okay. Well, I don't really know what I expected. Why'd I go that fast around the corner? Anyway, yeah, so the frame rate is actually doing pretty well now that it's on the track that it's actually designed to be on. So that's always a plus. Okay, we have a nice little straight here. We can see just how much speed this thing can actually pick up. I don't know if there's like a display showing you what speed level you're on, but this does ride really nicely, and the aesthetics are really good as well. Wow, that was close. That was way too close for comfort. Anyway, yeah, there's nothing really much else to say about this thing. Now that I finally got to drive it, we can move on to the next creation. So the next creation is Piston Engine W8. I've never seen a W8 piston engine before, so this will be pretty interesting. First impressions, it's very long. It spawns in about how I expect a piston engine to spawn in. Alright, let's see if we can take a look underneath it. Right, so that is the engine. This is the flywheel, I guess. A very cool looking flywheel, I must say. Yeah, the engine itself, that, I don't know if it's meant to do that. Let's just say it does. And these pistons looks to be some sort of extendable foot, like step type thing. Buttons, what on earth is that for? Oh, it's like a clutch. Oh, right, so they pushes it, okay. So it doesn't do the double bearing clutch mechanism. Anyway, we have a U-joint and then piston for like flexing, I guess, for extra mobility, and then another U-joint and then a 90-degree transfer thing, and then the rear axle here on a pass through. Yeah, no, pretty standard stuff really. Okay, let's drive it. Number one, yeah, it does the thing, and the other seat probably has the same thing, right? Okay, this appears to not be the driver's seat quite clearly. How did I not notice that? I don't know. Anyway, number one, turns on the engine. Very cool. Number two, that engages the clutch. Yep. Number three, that does the thing. Number four, not entirely sure what that's supposed to do, but that's fine. Number five is lights. Okay, let's turn on the piston engine and see if we go anywhere. Oh, I know what's happening. I'm still on simple 8, aren't I? There we go. Right, we'll put this back on advanced. Okay, so now when I start this, it should... Yeah, there we go. And then I engage the clutch and nothing happens. Let's try engaging the clutch first and then doing the thing. Oh, there we go. Now we're moving. Okay, yeah, no, that clutch mechanism is questionable, to say the least. I feel like there are better ways to do a clutch mechanism, but yeah, I mean, it's an engine and it's working and it's doing the thing. It's got suspension. Yeah, it's about as you'd expect. It's very long and it's got chest, so I'm assuming it's for survival. I can not quite run faster, but it is like very close. So honestly, it's about as good as piston engines are concerned. But I have seen faster piston engines, to be fair. Okay, so next up we have F18 by Error. This thing looks pretty sick. It also looks like it might use some mods that I don't have. Actually, never mind, it's just plastic. I saw the lack of texture and I thought it might have been a mod block, but you know, it's fine. Right, this looks pretty sick. It looks about as flat as an actual F18. So, very realistic. I love the new wedges, by the way, they're so cool. But yeah, we've got the engines here using the legacy thrusters for weight reduction, I'm assuming. Or are they glitch welded? No, it's just for weight reduction. Or maybe the sound. Right, let's see how we fly it then. So I'm assuming 1 and 2 is yaw. No, this uses a legacy seat. I'm so confused, why would you do that? This is clearly built after the wedges, so they could have used a regular seat. But I guess I can't use my left and right mouse button. That's unfortunate. But yeah, 1 and 2 is in fact yaw. 3 is to turn the thing on. 4 is... What exactly is 4? I have no idea. But it's WSD controls. Oh my lord. That is... Oh my god. Holy cow. Okay. Right, that's fine. 5 is landing gear. I don't know what 4 does still. Is that like lights or something? Or guns? Speaking of, where are the guns? It's a fighter jet, right? It should have... Oh... Bro. How... How do you fly this? Oh my god, holy... Well, I'm upside down. I am upside down. Let's try and... Oh my... It's so strong. Holy cow. Wow. Whoa. Chill. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, so I think what happened here is that this was built a while ago before survival, and it was recently modified to have the new wedges, but nothing else has been modified. So it's got the latest wedges, but it's got the legacy thrusters, legacy seat, and it's got the old way of doing roll where it's just extremely sensitive because there's no way to change these angles with the legacy seats. So I think that's what's happened here, and the result is a plane that flies, but as soon as you touch the roll control, you have done like a 720-degree roll, and it's just a bit... It's a learning curve. I'm sure you can get used to it, but modern planes are a lot easier to fly, to say the least. Okay, up next is a simple V8 go-kart, another piston engine vehicle. This one is by Vigard Epic. And the engine is already on. Wow, this looks very smooth. I don't even hear anything. I don't hear the pistons going. Okay, and it's got the... Okay, this is about where my level of scrap mechanic understanding just sort of goes straight out the window. Because what on earth is this? I've seen people use like glitched, invisible, collisionless blocks before, but I have no idea how you do it. It's honestly insane. But yeah, this looks to be some sort of 90-degree U-joint or something like that with invisible parts, and this is somehow gonna be connected to the wheels? Wait, what? How is the output of this engine in any way connected to this? I am so confused. And how is this connected to the wheels? Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, so there's something here that's rotating and it's connected to, okay, so it's clearly blueprint edited. My guess is something like this at one point was connected somewhere here, and then it was blueprint edited so the XYZ positions were moved over here, but like the it's still a child of this, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I don't know, I have no idea what's wrong. Let's just drive it and see what happens. So press W and it goes forwards like magic. And it is a hold button, it's not a toggle, so you do have to hold down W. Doesn't have suspension. I believe it's got like controller suspension, but that doesn't appear to be working very well. It also doesn't have brakes, unless you obviously press W. It hasn't got like a handbrake type thing. This is sick though. This is actually sick. I think... Wait, are there any engines whatsoever? There's no engines? Oh, it uses a control. Okay, I was about to say, how on earth does it have a WS input without engines? Okay, no, it has controllers. So it changes the timing wheel. I originally thought it was going to be like a double bearing clutch mechanism, but no, it just moves the sensors about. Okay, interesting. Very advanced piece of technology right here. Something that I just cannot comprehend. Okay, last but certainly not least is this absolute ginormous masterpiece. It's called Operation Gurning by Gvaken, and it is absolutely ginormous. Okay, here it is. I think it might need to be, never mind, there's no description. It seems to be very weirdly lag free. I'm so confused. How does this not have lag? That is weird. Okay, this huge creation, so detailed, somehow doesn't have lag. Okay, that right, I'm not complaining. Anyway, let's head on in and see what we find. So the details are insane. Oh my, wow, look at that spider web, that's crazy. Yeah, no, this is, wow, every little inch is covered with like something going on. Damn, bro, wow. The angled walls, what does this do? Oh wow, it opens the things. That's pretty sick. Okay, we have a lift here. We have what appears to be the central hallway, I guess. It's giving like garage vibes. Let's see if this opens maybe. Yes, it does. Okay, well that's pretty sick. I guess this is the main entrance then. Or maybe the main entrance for vehicles or something. I wouldn't bring a vehicle up in here, that's for sure. But I guess that looks to be what it's for. This appears to be like a little catwalk to monitor the engines, which look awesome by the way. Oh my lord. Right, this same amount of detail retaining. How much time must this have taken? It's crazy. You have a crane. We can do the thing, pretty cool. We have this thing which doesn't do anything, and this thing which also doesn't do anything. Could you imagine if this is all just like a secret hide and seek map? Like nobody would know, you know. We have this seat, also doesn't do anything, but it does give you a really cool view. Hard work pays off. Did you guys know that? I don't think you knew that, I'm not gonna lie. This doorway is really cool, by the way. I love the way they've like lined it really nicely. And we have a balcony. Wow, very nice. I feel like I could spend like a whole entire episode just exploring this thing. What is this? What is this? Oh my, it just kicked. Okay, right, I'm just gonna fly back up. I think I'd probably get lost in here, I'm not gonna lie. You know a creation's big when you can legitimately get lost in it. Okay, here is the driver's seat, I guess. Bit of an odd place for the driver's seat considering they can't really see much, but that's fine. Yeah, no, we have the roof, which is also ridiculously detailed. Looks amazing. We have the front end here. Oh look, we have a plant. Not anymore. I guess this is a toilet? No, it can't be. There's no way. It's just like a sink, I guess. Yeah, no, I could take some notes here with the detailing, like the piping all over the place and stuff. Oh, so well done. We have like a lamp and then a storage area, I guess. And then whatever that is, some air conditioning. Oh look, ambience. It moves. Moving on to this side, we have a sofa. Oh my god, is this another elevator? Or lift rather? Yeah, no, it goes downwards. There's a basement? Yo, wait, what is this? Is this the exterior of the build? Yeah, it's like, man, there's so many like nooks and crannies. Oh, there's a thing here. There's a storage space. Wow. Oh my god. Did I mention that I could legitimately spend an entire episode just exploring this? Because I could legitimately spend an entire episode just exploring this. Right, let's fly. Only 3 buttons? To fly this whole entire thing, there's only 3 buttons. That's crazy. Okay, so this is for neutral buoyancy. This is to go up. That was pretty easy. And I'm assuming there's like a gyro and some altitude hold, some vertical stabilizers, vertical motion sensors rather. Oh, and we're moving down. I guess it doesn't have altitude hold then. Do you have to like feather the 2 button then? What does number 3 do? That's forward. If that's for, how do you turn? AD, okay. Is that backwards? No, there is no backwards. Yes, you have to feather the number 2, but that's a shame. It's such a cool looking creation, but the flight is not very advanced to say the least. I'm guessing that's how it's so lag free. It's because the flight mechanics are so simple. If I were to like put a flight computer in this thing, I'm sure it would be laggy as hell. In fact, let's put that theory to the test real quick. Okay, this is my flight computer V5 Lite. It's the most advanced, but also the light version, so it should be relatively lag free. And I'm not actually going to hook any variable thrusters up to it. I'm just going to weld on the computer and see if it gets laggy at all, because it might, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. Already the frames have dropped significantly. And yeah, we're now at 14 FPS. Wow. Yeah, I see why there isn't a gyro and vertical motion sensor and all that fancy stuff, because that would have gotten really laggy really fast. But there has to be a gyro somewhere though, right? Because there's no way it can stay that stable the whole time, right? I don't see anything that resembles a gyro with the connection tool. I'm assuming there's something similar though somewhere aboard this ship. But yeah, no, I see why they have chosen to keep it very simple. I think it was a very good decision as well, because this seems to be the type of creation that's not meant for flying around nearly as much as it's meant for just sort of leaving on the ground and admiring. So yeah, very cool creation. And yeah, on that note, I think it's time to end this episode. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. If you didn't, please subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you next time.